How y'all doing? How you doing? And welcome to the 414 Morning Podcast. I am Armando. Sorry, my co-host Daryl couldn't be here, but I'm just gonna give you a quick recap of Game 4. So we didn't get the blowout that we expected, but the results were the same. We expected that, Indiana was gonna take control because they was at home but run out of gas, and that Oklahoma was gonna come out and steal the game. But the important thing is Oklahoma has to take the air out of the Pacers.
If heaven offer rides, Lord, order me a lift. I'm just trying to be in your presence since you blessed me with this gift. All of my friends dead and gone, no time to right their wrongs.
So they have to put their foot on the gas and don't let up. You want your crowd to be in the game since it's Game 5, and you just can't have no let-ups. And you can't break down when it comes to the crunch time, which is the fourth quarters where Indiana has been still in the game. So you have to be able to win by more than 15 points when it comes to the fourth quarter. You can't just allow them to hang around, because we know Indiana is dangerous when you allow them to hang around. If I'm Indiana, I'm not worried about Shai, right? What I want to do is make his shot attempts difficult. We know he's going to get his points. We know he's going to get to his spots. But we can't allow him just to walk into his spots, right? So the thing is, he's going to get his numbers. You have to just contain him. So if he's getting 30 points, you can't let him go 15 from 20 from the field or 12 from 20 from the field. What you have to do is make him go at least 15 for 40 or 15 for 30. You have to have him have a ridiculous amount of shot attempts and shoot at a low percentage. Always getting the hand around when he coming off the screens, always hedging, making sure you bumping him everywhere he go and picking him up 94 feet. If I'm Indiana, same thing. I'm taking the air out the building. I cannot allow the crowd to get involved in the game, right? So I have to play with high energy, make smart passes, run when we can, and then just make smart decisions. We can't live and die by the 3-point line, right? If it's available, take it. But if not, just drive and kick and try to create for everybody. Again, if I am the Pacers, Shai is going to get his attempts. He's going to get his numbers. But you realize that you can't let it be a two-headed monster. So you can't let Jalen Williams get his points as well. So you have to just say, you know what? Shai is going to get his. Let's contain everybody else. If I'm Oklahoma, my key factor is Siakam. When Siakam get 20 plus points, they win. So when Siakam play well, the Pacers play well, right? When it comes to Tyrese, if I'm Oklahoma, I got to make him do one of two things. I got to make him a scorer, or I got to make him just a passer. I can't make him both. I cannot give him both, right? So to me, this game is going to come down to the final possessions. The final possessions. And I know that's a sneaky way to say, I ain't got a winner. It just come down to me, final possessions though. Final possessions. So when the series is tied 2-2, whoever win Game 5, they go on to win the NBA Finals 82% of the time. Yes, you heard it. 82% of the time. So that is my review. That is my predictions. That is my recap. I just think this is going to be one of those classic games that we're going to be talking about for a long time. History will be made tonight, and legacies are on the line, and legacies will be born tonight. Also, we have breaking news. Desmond Baines has been traded to Orlando. Now, what they got back in return is ridiculous. So you telling me Desmond Baines is worth Caldwell Pope and Cole Anthony with 4 first-round draft picks? a little pricey if you say to me, the same guy with these T-Rex arms. I think that Memphis, whoever's negotiating for Memphis, I need them on my team. Come to my job, negotiate my pay. Cause boy, did he get a steal. 4 draft picks and 2 players. So for me, if you're trading away Baines, what other players are getting shipped out? For me, I think Ja just stay there. They try to rebuild around him. But I think Jackson Jr. is gone. I believe they're getting rid of Jackson Jr. too. And he's probably go to a sleeper team that nobody expect. I would say that the Durant news is big news. But we off being here. We here talking about Durant wanting to go to another team and rebuild and win the championship and do it his way. Every 3 to 4 years, every time they come to him about to re-sign or hit free agency, it's the same thing. We've been hearing it for a while. So for me, it's not breaking news. If you ask me, just tell me when it happened. Because one of his teams is Houston. Doesn't make sense to me because you was hypersensitive with what Draymond had to say about you. Some names he shouldn't have called you. I don't condone that. But if you didn't want to go back to Golden State for a reunion where you can possibly win a championship, why Houston? You telling me Dylan Brooks isn't a poor man version of Draymond, but with worse antics? So to me, if Durant go over there, personality-wise, I feel like a lot of it don't mesh. So you have to probably get rid of some key pieces, right? If you go to Miami, and I feel like Miami is making major moves behind closed doors that we don't know about, which is making Durant say, I would like to go to the Heat. So look out for big news for Miami Heat. Yes, I said it on the 414 Morning Podcast. Look out for big news for the Miami Heat. And then one of his other teams is the San Antonio Spurs. They're good and talented, but in order to acquire Durant, you have to get rid of your young core. So if I'm San Antonio, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I get Durant, I got to stay him 2 years. Okay, are we 2 years away from winning a championship? To me, it's no. I would rather not mortgage my future, my young players, just to get 2 years of Durant, unless I can keep them and get rid of some draft picks. Right? So I promise you when I say this to y'all, this is not clickbait material either. USA, Olympic team. I don't see them winning next Olympics. What's that? In 3 years? I don't see it happening. And I know some of y'all probably looking at me like, how are you even an American? How dare you let your country down? Oh, go flag yourself up. I don't see it happening. Because the years of Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Stephen Curry will no longer be here in 2028. Steph would be 40. Durant would be close to 40. LeBron is already 60. Anthony Davis, technically in his prime at 35, but he's Mr. Glass. You never know what version of him will be there at 35. He might even be retired by then. And if you look at the Redeem team, if you look at the Dream team, the best players were the fours, the stretch bigs. I would like to say the Dream team, it was Michael. No, it was Charles Barkley. With the Redeem team, it wasn't the point guards. It was the Carmelo Anthonys. It was the LeBron James. It was the Kevin Durants. Look at this Olympics. LeBron dominated. Kevin Durant dominated. And then Steph Curry just took him home. But you don't have a Steph Curry that's about to go crazy. But let's talk about the Olympics. It took for that performance from Steph just to get past, right? It took the Avengers to get assembled just to beat those teams. We don't have the Avengers no more. Not in 2028. That's exactly what Thanos did. They're gone. You don't know what Jason Tatum will be. You don't know Anthony Edwards, the ISO ball would not work. I don't know. Put together your 5 or 8 players that you think is about to go up into this Olympics and win gold. We'd be lucky if we win bronze. Let me know what you think in the comments. I promise you, this is not clickbait. This is how I feel. It's my opinion. But I'm looking at the rest of these countries. We in trouble. So when you're watching the Olympics in 2028 and you're doing all this and you breaking your TVs, just remember, I told you so. So this is the 414 Morning Podcast. I am Armando. Thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow.
If heaven authorized, Lord, order me a lift. I'm just trying to be in your presence since you blessed me with this gift. All of my friends dead and gone. No time to right their wrongs. Heaven must have